Okay, so I told myself that I would only talk about this deck if I was able to like do a couple of gameplays where I was like playing against like reasonably good players, and you know, like it wasn't like they just quit or something. I really thought that I might not win it, like if it was an actual match. And I have two matches for you, because I didn't want to like go through this long explanation of talking about this deck, and then like play a game and then I lose, because then you probably will just think that this deck is bad. So I was like, if I play a couple of games and I win and they're good games and they're solid games, then I'll talk about this deck. But if it doesn't happen, then I won't. So here it is. Spear Dash. So this is Blooming Dash with a Knight Statue, and you're using Sharpened Spear. Recently, I did a Knight Statue video. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out, and you will understand how this works. I am running Sharpened Spear, Roll Call, and Stone Legion. I never really care if my Knight Statue goes down in any kind of like ranking. You basically want to keep it around the same levels as your Blade Dancers, and so you basically use Roll Call, because, and that is actually the reason why this deck works. It's the generation of why this deck works. So essentially, what you're doing is it's a Blooming Dash deck, but you're using Knight Statue. And I've always wanted to use Knight Statue, but Knight Statue was always so restrictive that if they shut off and you just kept awkwardly merging it into new Knight Statues, you never wanted that, and then it just messed you up. When you run Sharpened Spear, it's actually helping you when you get more when you get more Knight Statues on the field. You actively want to, sometimes you even want to Harlequin Knight Statues so that you can get bonuses. So the way that this works is you essentially you only really care about one Knight Statue, and you pick that at the beginning of your match, so essentially you set up the idea that you care about all three Knight Statues, because if you had three Knight Statues in a diagonal line on your field, you get, your entire field gets bonuses. And that's originally how I started thinking about building this. I was like, wouldn't that be cool if I leveled up a whole bunch of Knight Statues and I did three Knight Statues, and then my entire Blooming Dash field would get a bonus, right? And especially since you're running Gadget, and you're running Gadget tiles, and gold tiles and growth tiles, and you're able to utilize the entire board. It is the best usage of a Gadget in this game. This is like by far the best use of a Gadget that you will ever use in this game, because for the most part, most of the time you don't want to build a board with using all of your tiles unless it's like Monk, I guess. But even in the Monk deck, you want to run Mermaid. So even that deck is not a great deck to use Gadget in. And so with this, because you're constantly cleansing your field with the Portal Keeper, because that is inherently part of Blooming Dash, you're able to utilize Gadget, which means you're able to utilize every single gold tile that's on the field. Within reason. Sometimes when you get to late game, it's hard to get a unit onto there and to level up that specific unit. But for the most part, you're able to utilize every single square on your field. Even when you're playing Floral Frenzy, sometimes your growth tiles or your amulet tiles will not always line up. But with this, it does, because you can move something onto a tile that you care about. There's just so much flexibility within every game. So even though there is randomness in where they decide to place your tiles, there is randomness where they give you a gold tile, you can plan for all of it, and it just works. So essentially, you're using Sharpened Spear. You want to set up a Sharpened Spear in a spot that you care about. That's going to get the most value out of your growth tiles, because your growth tiles are your important tiles. But at the same time, like I said, even on the off tiles, you're still able to use them, because with Portal Keeper, you can use anything. with roll call, and the reason why you're not running barrier is because this entire deck runs off of roll call. When one night statue gets a bonus charge, other night statues have a 15% charge of receiving that bonus as well. So the way that Sharpened Spear gets bonuses, it's if something is on its intersection. So essentially, the way that it powers up is when it's in an intersection, kind of like a monk. Actually, exactly like a monk. Your power monk that's in the center, it's giving bonuses to everything above, down, left, and right to it. The way that you get charges, though, is if a night statue summons in onto its intersection, which will then shut off the night statue. And so you have to move it or merge it or get it away. And then your night statue will be active, which means that my whole reasoning for not being able to run the original night statue in its original incarnation, or Covenant of Veterans for that matter, it's the idea that I could never get only like an even number of night statues on the field. It was very difficult for me to keep an even number of night statues. It's very easy for you to just avoid the up, down, left, and right, because every other square, if a night statue is in any other part of the field that's not on an up, down, left, and right of your main night statue, it can exist there and it'll be fine, and it's not messing up your progress. And at some point you can actively get rid of it and then make it become something else. And if it does become something really awkward, like you accidentally leave, you have one that's not on the intersection and it's in one of the other like parts of the board, that's actually helping you still, because now even more of your board gets bonuses from night statue. So you're getting the crit chance, you're getting the attack speed, and you're getting the damage boost from all of your night statue talents. When you actively Harley Quinn or summon in night statues on the intersection of any of your night statues, each of your other night statues have the ability to get a bonus. So you could have a night statue that's not on an intersection. You can Harley Quinn that, and then you can combine them and Harley Quinn them again, and your main night statue, the one that you actually care about, has the ability to obtain bonuses through the passive ability from roll call. And that's basically the engine that you're getting night statue charges with. And then Stone Legion, I'm basically running because in addition to the attack speed, night statue, you're getting increased crit damage based on the level of the other night statues. There's probably an argument that you should probably run Hold the Line. Hold the Line is probably easier because then every single thing around your main night statue gets a 10% boost. And everything, as long as everything is the same, so that includes either one Blade Dancer or two Blade Dancers or three Blade Dancers or all four, if it's in the center. Even if only one Blade Dancer is touching a night statue, as long as there's nothing else touching the night statue, that is also included in the 10%. But once a Scrapper is touching the night statue and a Blade Dancer is touching the night statue, you lose the bonus. So it's a little bit difficult because you always have to keep moving everything around, which is probably why I was running Stone Legion. But I think that Hold the Line is probably better. And then Blooming Dash or Blade Dancer is just the same. And so you'll see how this all interacts together in a couple of these battles. So I just want to make sure that I was running Stone Legion. Yeah. So I was running Sharpened Spear, Roll Call, and then Stone Legion. This was actually a pretty good battle. And then I'll show you another one that was a 6 billion against Cultist battle. So he's running what I argue was the best deck in this format right now, and essentially he's never able to full board Monk. I think he's also running. Oh no, he's running Illumination. He's never able to full board a Monk, and if he does, he merges it out because whenever I glanced up, it never looked like he had a full board monk, and that's how that deck runs. You just run full board monk, illumination, and then you have equilibrium, and then your mermaid. And he should have won. I mean, he has a max monk. I feel like he should have won this, but he doesn't. He even has a max Dryad and a max Enchant Sword. And he has a level 10 Mermaid. And he has like max gear and whatnot. I'm not really sure what his plan was in this early part of the game. Just to build up the one monk. I don't know. I thought he was gonna like slow roll me and just like play one monk at a time and just keep building all of them up with the illumination. But eventually he just like mega summons in when he starts to, I think, fall behind. This deck is just so resilient to so many things, and the damage numbers that it's able to produce now, thanks to Night Statue, being able to obtain the crit chance and the attack speed, it's exactly what the Blade Dancer deck needed, with the loss of Enchant Sword and basically Trapper. He does have Pocket Curse, so every single boss round beyond this one, I start to become very aware that he does. And I allow it to never basically screw me over, unless I want it to. Like I want something to be destroyed, which does happen much later in this game. So essentially you see right here, I have the level 3 Night Statue in the center. The up and down, left and right, you're getting 3 growth tiles. And then I can merge off of the growth tiles. I can also merge off of this gold tile that's on the side. I never really want to merge on. And so what I end up doing is I merge off of the main ones. Because the growth tile on the left there is a gold tile as well. That is the one that I decided to focus merging up. I have so many Portal Keepers on the field. I'm hoping that what I end up doing is I move this, the one on the right, away from the tile. I guess I don't do that. But I probably want to get rid of all of these Portal Keepers. There we go. I moved that one up there. And then I'm probably going to merge up there. Moving the 2 Dryads into the centers onto the growth tiles allow me to use them and then get them away from the tiles so that I can merge more. That one gave me double bonuses. Summoning in that Night Statue right there. If you do have a Harlequin, you can move it, you can Portal Keeper it next to a Night Statue, then copy it so that it's on an adjacent, or so that it's on the intersection so that you do get the bonus. And then you can quickly move it away or whatever you need to do. Basically, you want to just build up everything that is on your intersection. So here you can see that I'm building up all the 3s. I don't think I go beyond 3s, and that's basically the power of this deck. You can build a bunch of 3s as opposed to 4s, 5s, and 6s and 7s, and it still puts up really good damage numbers. I have a lot of Blade Dancers here. I could probably merge them out. I'm not sure if I do, but I can probably merge some of them out in order to get more growth tile merges. That's obviously too many Portal Keepers, so I merged that out. It becoming a Dryad is actually really good, because then, like I said before, you can use the Dryad on something, and then move that. That's how you can move it away from the tile. So like right there, I'm able to move it off, so that I get 3. That Summon in Night Statue allowed me to get a 4th counter. I'm at 7 counters. This is obviously a problem here, but I was more worried about getting Pocket Cursed. Right there, most of my 1s are gone. I'm pretty fine with that just going away. I'd rather summon in something theoretically more useful in that square, so that I can merge it and get more growth tile merges. Right here is when I realized that I can put this level 3 Night Statue into this corner, and now everything, basically my entire field is getting a bonus. That Night Statue that just came in on the top gave a counter to the one on the bottom, and theoretically it could have given a counter to the one that's in the center as well. And that's how Sharpened Spear works. Right there, I just merged 2. I'm now starting to go for 4s, I suppose. I don't get a lot of them, or I think by the end of this game I get a reasonable amount of 4s. That was super lucky, that I was able to just auto swap those. Pocket Curse becomes a problem with this deck, because you're getting hit twice. So if since I only have the 1 level 3 Portal Keeper, if it hits 2 level 3 Blade Dancers, I can only save one of them. And then at that point I have to merge up the other one. Right there I moved the Portal Keeper, with the Portal Keeper, the Night Statue into the corner, next to the level 3, and then copied it, in order to give myself a bunch of bonuses. It still didn't give a bonus to the main one, but it has the potential to, and that's what you're doing. That's what you're trying to, that's the goal, it's what you're trying to do. But even if not, the one on the bottom getting bonuses is not a bad thing either. This one on the level 1 that just died on the top, I was starting to get stuck, and so I was totally fine with that dying. That gave me a level 3, so that I was able to make my Portal Keeper a level 4. But now my problem right now is that I don't have a level 3, and then I just got the level 3. I lucked out into that one. These two this level 3 and the level 1 Night Statue, this is the reason why I say it's good. Right here I can get bonuses to everything. You can rewind that. It gave me my main center one a bonus, so now it's at 9. As long as you keep everything away from the intersection, this up and down, left and right in the center, the Night Statue that you're really using will always be active, no matter how many Night Statues you have on the field. And if you do have those other bonus knight statues, like I said, like I have this one up on the top, this level 3 on the bottom, that just means that I have an active crit chance attack speed for my entire field. I can also theoretically use this level 3 to copy the level 3 on the bottom, which is what I do. I tried to merge it out, and it just became a level 4, which I'm completely fine with as well. The knight statue also allows you to obtain. Do I not save this? Oh, I had a choice. I could either save the level 3 knight statue or the level. I'm sorry, the level 4 knight statue or the level 4 blade dancer, and I obviously chose to save the blade dancer because it's obviously more important. But the knight statue also allows you to use high level dryads that you wouldn't normally want to use. So if I were to merge out 2 level 3s and I got like a level 4 blade, instead of getting a level 4 blade dancer, I got a level 4 dryad, you could use that on your main knight statue because you definitely don't care if it gets leveled down or if it gets witched or if it gets dark priested. You don't care about the negative effects that happen on the center guy or your main knight statue. So it also gives you a chance to utilize all of your high level dryads that you accidentally merge into. I do have this gold tile on the top, but that's going to become really difficult to merge up. Right here, I can actually upgrade that to a 3 and then that to a 4. Simply making it a 4 is going to allow me to move any blade dancer onto a gold tile. And that's what I mean when I say that I can utilize every single square. Merging those the blade dancer and getting the knight statue right there isn't even a bad move because again, it's just giving your other knight statues bonuses, or you're getting the attempt at getting a bonus, and that's always good. As long as it's not on your main intersection, every single thing that ever happens outside of that is fine. I think this is where I win. Yeah. He had a 500% crit on me. He's running like what I view as like the main meta deck right now, and I beat it. The other insane match that I had was a 6 billion against against this guy. It's a max cultist. I think he's running Harbinger of Evil, so he's just running damage. There's a really awkward move that happens at the very end of the game, and I don't end up getting screwed from it, but I was going to win anyway. I accidentally merge out 2 Blade Dancers, and I get a level 5... it turns into a level 5 Dryad, which I'm able to actually use on my Knight statue. It's insane. This is going to show off the roll call talent pretty well, because this is a match where I started to try to. This is when I started to actively believe that this deck might actually be a thing. And it was the idea that I was going to try to build up 3 knight statues at the same time. And it's not a great plan. Just build up the one and just use the idea that you have the other 2 as easier ways to Harlequin and to summon in knight statues and to like build up your counters. He's running Harbinger of Evil, so he's just running the damage version. So he's basically not going to affect my field, so you can actively watch this as well. Just be the best that it can possibly be. As long as your knight statues are on a diagonal, it doesn't actually matter where the diagonal is. If you are trying to build up 3 knight statues. So right here, I obviously want to build in the center right there because it's going to give me a left and right growth tile and then the one directly underneath. And then I picked this diagonal because if I picked the other diagonal, I would have a knight statue on a growth tile, and I obviously don't want that. So you go diagonal the other way, you're not impeding any of the tiles, and then you can actively have a bonus on your entire field. I have a lot of Blade Dancers on the field right now, and a lot of them are not level 2s. I hope what I do is I use the merge the Blade Dancers onto growth tiles because I need to upgrade those growth tiles. I also do have too many Portal Keepers, so I probably merge these 2 Portal Keepers as well. Or maybe I just build up stacks. There's so many things happening in this deck that I usually have to pick whether or not I want to just stay in a one position and build up stacks, or if I want to actively better my board. And I think early game, it's probably best, for me personally, to build up stacks, because I tend to forget. So I'll get into triple bosses, and I'll have like 40 stacks or something. I think that's what I end up doing here. I'm never gonna die early game to anything, so building up stacks is actually a pretty good plan as well. That gave me, merging out the 2 Portal Keepers, because I had like 4 Portal Keepers, gave me the Dryad and the Blade Dancer. I usually like building up one Blade Dancer that's on a growth tile, just so that my Dryads are going to something useful. I have way too many Blade Dancers right now on the field, but I also have way too many Portal Keepers, so there's another merge out of a Portal Keeper. I tried to merge out those 2 Blade Dancers, and that became a level 2. I then merged out 2 level 2 Blade Dancers, and it became a level 3 Dryad. The level 3 Dryad is one of those things that would normally be an awkward merge right here, because I'm not ready to go to level 4s. But if I get another level 3, which I should shortly, I think I make the level 4 Knight Statue in the center a 5. Right here, copying the Knight statue would probably be the best. Or actually moving the... Oh, I thought I was going to move it to the center. Yeah, right here, like probably copying a Knight statue would give me so many bonuses. Is that what I do with this Harlequin? No. I'm just going real complicated here. I don't know what I'm doing. There's a lot of things that you're trying to do with this deck. You're trying to level things up. You're trying to Harlequin correct things. You're trying to merge out onto tiles. You're trying to merge away from tiles. You're trying to get Knight statues on adjacent or on intersections. Everything in this is a decision, and sometimes decisions are hard. I have way too many Portal Keepers here, so I'm probably going to merge out one of these Portal Keepers onto the tile. That gets me a 24% bonus. That gets me 2 Dryads, so I'm able to merge it away and then make something else a 4. I still do have the 3 in the corner. I'm not going to do anything with these Portal Keepers, so I'm probably going to merge those away as well. Right here, I was trying to get greedy with this Dryad. I knew that if I could get a level 2 Dryad in some way, I could make it a 3. But I guess that's not what I do. I don't technically need that Knight statue right there. I technically don't need any of the Knight statues. The Knight statues are there to give bonuses to each other, so that it theoretically gives bonuses to the center. The one that you actively want. That allows me to make another thing a 3 to a 4. And that's why Harlequin is just so good. The fact that you can level up a Harlequin to a level 4 and then just give yourself the thing that you need the most, which in this case was just another Blade Dancer that's a level 4, is why Harlequin is just one of the best cards. And then at will, I can put anything onto this gold tile. So even though it's not getting bonuses from the Knight statue, it's on a gold tile. And a gold tile is pretty good. That actively gives me another 3. And at 34% on growth tile bonus. I have 3 portal keepers, which does eventually help me. I should be auto upgrading this this level 2 on the right up, but I don't think I think about it. And I end up upgrading that to a 5. But like I said, I did make a mistake really late in the game where I accidentally merged 2 level 4s. 2 level 4 Blade Dancers, but it actually ended up being a level 5 Dryad, and at which point I'm able to give it to the level 5 Night Statue to make it a 6. Because you want all of your Blade Dancers to relatively be the same. Oh, right here. I tried to move it with the Portal Keeper. Oh, never mind. Maybe it's later. I don't know when it is. I don't know when I accidentally do it, but then I end up winning, and I'm like, I guess that's fine. Because you want all of your Blade Dancers to be the same level at the same time, whenever you do get awkward Dryads, you can always just give it to your Night Statue, because you'd rather that become much better than one Blade Dancer be better. Because if you decide to use a level 4 Dryad right here on one Blade Dancer and you have no way of moving it, if that one Blade Dancer gets Dark Priested, it can screw you over. I don't even have that many charges on my main Night Statue, and like, just look at the damage that I'm outputting right now. I think they're right here. Maybe not. Maybe not. That level 1 I don't care about. I'd rather have the 2 open spaces. I don't care about that level 2 either. I'd rather have 3 open spaces. Actually, you know what? I think that's where I meant to, I remember playing this game and I was like, you know what? I want to take a screenshot right here because that's a really good screenshot. And then I just messed up my board. And I was like, well, this is a much worse screenshot. Yeah, my merges go off the wall right here. But, like, I end up winning around right here anyway. So it was like, I was like, alright, well, it's fine. You can mess up at the end of the game, it's fine. You have, like, a level 6 Night Statue right now. And, like, just all of these level 4s. I only have 8 charges on it, which should prove that you don't even really need a lot of charges. It's not the main focus. It's just another thing that you can actively do. And it just outputs so much damage. But yeah, I think it's a good deck. If you are running Bloomy Dash anyway, and you want to invest into Night Statue, I think this is the best version of a Blade Dancer deck.